What is off-roading? If you look at off-roading in the simplest terms, it means going off the road.
Driving it through rugged terrains like mountains, forests, rivers, or even a desert.
Off-roading is when like-minded people get together with their 4x4s, right? Some off-roading is more like trail driving, which is a little softer.
Going exploring this beautiful countryside. So off-roading for me is just getting free, getting out, getting into the wild, being one with nature. Now there are two types of people who go off-road. One is the people like us who are recreational off-roaders, and the second one is the occupational guy. So a recreational off-roader basically wants to go off-road because he wants to explore new territory, or go where there's a secluded waterfall, or go for a picnic, or just wants to challenge himself and drive on different types of terrain. And you have an occupational guy, the guy who's working in the forest department or the army, or the recreational guy will always want to take the toughest line of an obstacle, whereas the occupational guy will want to do the easiest line because he needs to save his car. Straight, straight, straight. Mara abhi full. Slowly. Thode baaju. Aja. Ja.
So what's the difference between an SUV and an off-roader, you're asking? Huh? Firstly, of course, is the chassis and the suspension, built to have fun like this, take on any bumps, dips and surprises.
Look at that. I would dare any urban SUV to come and do this. And an off-roader needs proper 4x4, low range, gets a lot of torque to the wheels so they can traverse terrain like this without getting stuck and without damaging the car.
We have an off-roader, which is something like this, which is basically, will be a lift kit, mud terrain tires, something, modified, maybe an exhaust, stuff like that, metal bumpers, where we need that kind of ground clearance, we need that kind of traction in the mud, and we need that power to get us out of obstacles.
The all-wheel capability of off-roading cars. Tires are like your hiking boots, with deeper threads to have better grip. I am so confident in my Jimny that I don't have to think twice before on tough terrains like this, on challenging terrains like this.
Is off-roading a sport? Yes. It is one of the most affordable motorsports that you can get into, and that too at any age. You don't need to be young, you don't need to have a special race car, you don't need to have a special racetrack. All you need to do is buy a good off-road car, get yourself trained and go off-roading. What better, cheaper sport to do?
We're out in our road cars, we're out in the open and we're going through these kind of obstacles with ease. Total comfort inside. Is it a sport? I believe it is.
Is off-roading expensive? Yeah. Firstly, you need an off-roader like my Jimny. That's your initial investment. Then once you've gotten your Jimny, you want to modify it. Look at my wheels, bumpers, lift kits are often things that most off-roaders will want to have in their cars.
So there is a lot of ancillary expenses. You need to keep maintaining your car. If you off-road a lot, you need to get trained first. You need to maintain. There's a lot of post-off-road checks. If you get into competitions, then you need to pay entry fees. You need to travel around. So there's fuel cost, insurance cost goes up if you're off-roading a lot. So is it worth it? Of course it is worth it, yeah. How can I put a price on freedom, a price on where I want to go, a price on exploring nature, a price on bonding with like-minded people? So for me, money well spent, oh hell yes, money very, very well spent.